All right, the economy undoubtedly is going to be a major driver for voters in the midterm elections. In our exclusive NewsNation Decision Desk HQ poll this month, a majority of respondents said that inflation would be the biggest factor in deciding who they are going to vote for. I want to bring in Dr. William Lee now to talk more about this. He's the chief economist at the Milken Institute. Doctor, great to see you this morning. So on the surface, this jobs report, it looks like it's good news, is it?
Well, it gives a green light for the Fed to really go forward with its plan to get rid of inflation, which is to raise rates until we start to see inflation turn around and go back decisively toward 2%. Right now, this strong report just is not good news for the Fed because it shows it has a long way to go.
What do you think is more vital to long-term stability in America? Is it low unemployment or cracking down on inflation?
Right now, every family has said, including your polls, that the biggest problem facing the United States today is the fact that no one can make their ends meet. Their budgets are getting stretched. We can't afford to pay our rent, pay for gasoline, and pay for food. And so that is not just an economic problem. It's also a social problem. And in a few months, it'll be a political problem because the voters have lost confidence in economic policymakers to be able to preserve price stability and full employment.
And how do policymakers regain that confidence and trust in the American public?
Fantastic question. We discussed this at our Milken conference in Asia, in Singapore, and I just got back from it. And essentially the consensus is that the fiscal policymakers, the people who spent so much money during the COVID relief period, that people have so much money to spend, inflation has become a real demand side problem. The Federal Reserve has also lost its credibility as an inflation fighter because its immaculate disinflation forecast, as our previous guest talked about, it was had so little rise in unemployment and had a huge decline in inflation that the Fed has lost credibility. So right now, the Fed is really behind the curve and having to fight from behind by raising rates as aggressively as possible to convince everyone we will get inflation down. And it seems like right now, the only way to convince people inflation is going to come down is to lay off people, stop spending, and cause people to just save more. Right now, people have a lot of money in their pockets and the urge to spend because they've been so locked up with COVID.
Well, and so many more are budgeting things like gas and groceries as they see the prices go up. Same question I asked Julia. Can we avert a recession based on the numbers that you're seeing right now?
Only if the Fed regains its credibility by having people believe that they will be laid off. And if people believe they're going to get laid off, the first thing they're going to do is say, wow, I better stop spending and start to save more. We haven't seen that happen yet. American consumers have always been on a spending spree. And until that happens, we're going to see the Fed aggressively raise rates until we actually have very severe layoffs, and that will force people to stop spending.
Dr. Lee, let's talk about the gas prices and OPEC Plus's decision this week that will certainly impact the price at the pump in the months ahead. What do you make of the president's strategies right now to try to provide relief?
Well, Marni, the OPEC moves have shown us that the oil market is global. In order to bring down U.S. gasoline prices, we just can't release oil from our petroleum reserves because we only have a finite supply of that stuff. All the oil producers are telling us is that, well, if you increase your domestic allowance from the petroleum reserves, we'll just cut back a little bit more until we have the right price that we want. So in many ways, we have to realize that in order to lower gasoline prices, we have to raise the production of gasoline in this country. The best way to do that is to increase the refining capacity of this country by reducing the regulatory restrictions that have put refining out of business year after year. Are
you optimistic that it'll get better soon?
Well, it took a while to get refining capacity down, but it only took a few acts of Congress and a few strokes of the pen by the president to get gasoline prices to go up from $2 to over $5. So I'm hoping that the reversing of regulatory restrictions will help increase the gasoline supply relatively quickly.
Well, I hope you're right. Dr. William Lee, chief economist at the Milken Institute. Enjoy the weekend. Thanks for coming on. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.